Hello, hello. Thank you for joining us today, Sonja. Sonja, before we go ahead, can you give the audience a quick introduction about who you are and what you do?
Yes, of course. So I am a self-proclaimed mind integrated body wellness specialist. So I specialize in helping people overcome stress and anxiety, help them find the root cause of illness and disease, and sort of set them on a healing path and a healing journey. And I work in workshops, and I do one-to-one work, and I work with clients, and I work with clients all over the world. So just help people get well.
Perfect. And you're tucked away somewhere in New Zealand, right?
Yes, down on the South Island. Isolated.
Beautiful place.
Yes, stunning. Really good.
Okay, Sonja, can you share with us, why did you sign up for the website bootcamp?
Well, it's interesting because I was in the process of getting someone to design my website, and then I've always wanted to have some idea of how to do it myself, because then I can go in and have an insight to the functionality and not be kind of ignorant to what a website should look like and how it should perform, and literally just throw my, because you just don't know what you're going to get, basically. And so, I was thinking, I'd love to be able to do it myself. And then it was just beautiful synchronicity, because your offer came up in the heart-centered group, and I said, that's me. I'm doing that. Yeah, because I thought I want to be able to. Oh, and also, just prior to saying yes to you, I'd just gone and bought Divi myself. So I knew I wanted a Divi Elegance theme website. So it was just so beautiful and synchronistic. It was awesome.
Yeah. What was the best part of the website bootcamp for you? We covered a lot of ground. What was the best part for you?
I think your knowledge and the support that we got, and the in-depth videos, just being able to work through it at our own pace as well. So even though it was a 3-week boot camp with an extra week on the end, it was just really good to be able to watch a video, stop, implement something, go back. And the way you laid it out as well, starting with the easiest page and then getting into the more complex ones, it was just so much. There was so much content. I'm just blown away by how much content there was. It's phenomenal.
Thank you.
Yeah. So,
and how did you feel about your website and tech before this bootcamp versus now?
I hated my website. And that's a common thing, I think, amongst solopreneurs. But I hated my website, and I was frustrated because my previous platform was clunky and outdated, and I just wanted something that was so much more functional for me, for my clients, for anyone new booking, and I hated the color scheme of my old one, and I just wanted something brand new and functional and easy and pretty and doing its job, basically. And obviously the long term is to draw the client base in as well through my website. So I just knew I hated my website.
How has the bootcamp changed that?
Where once upon a time a website was this deep, dark chasm of unknown, kind of murky, what the hell, to now it's just this, I want that theme, I can drop that in. And I'm amazed at how the functionality of especially WordPress Divi and how many options there are for you. And it's creative. It's a creative opportunity, which, I love to be creative. So for me, it's just got rid of all the unknown for me, and it's demystified the technical. And I must admit that I'm sitting there now going, a lot of you web designers are overcharging for what you do, because, really, I mean, it is labor intensive. It is labor intensive, but it's fun, and it's awesome to be able to be part of the design process. Yes. So I loved it.
And it's not just labor intensive, it's also about knowing what to put where and how to make things flow. I think even a lot of designers today, they don't get that part of it, how to design a website for conversion. They design it to look pretty, they design it to have nice colors and nice photos, but they forget about the user experience and making it all flow and making it all come together for the end goal, which is to get you clients. That is what most designers miss out on.
And I think that's one of my other big take-homes from what you taught us was less is more. Less is more. And all you kept pushing with us and emphasizing was it's about drawing in the person who reads your website. It's not about you. It's not about your big long story. Yes, you share that, but it's about like you say, the user experience. You know, you want to draw them in and have them feeling as if they trust you and they want to work with you. And I think that was a huge lesson, was just, you know, not bleating on about my own story, but how can I help you? You know, what can I do to support you? And less is more. Less colors, less fonts, less text types. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. So I love that. And the photos. I'll just add something. Because of the photos, I'm not going to give too much away about the photos on the websites, because people who do the course will find this out. How simple it was to take those photos. I learned stuff about my phone functionality that I didn't know. And I've had friends contact me going, because I'm using that theme in my posts on social media, and I'm using those photos with memes and stuff. And I've had people contacting me and say, oh, I loved your new look of your branding. And I'm sitting there going, it wasn't even like, people think I've had a huge rebrand.
Yes. And you did it all yourself. You don't have to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars hiring someone to create your new brand.
No.
You got the photos yourself. You took the photos yourself. I remember the first set of photos that your dad had taken, and then you went out and took the selfies like I told you.
Yeah.
So great. You took the photos, you chose the colors, you created the new look for your brand. And we started on 1st of August, and today while we're recording this, it's 4th of September. That's less than 1 month, right?
Mine will be up and running by Friday. That's where I'm at now. So in 5 weeks, and that is with me not even following the modules in the 3 weeks. I've gone so slowly with it. You know, it doesn't feel like it, you know, but I've taken my time, and it's becoming now, I can just get on there and I can just move things around and go, oh yeah, that doesn't go there. And it's just become so easy. The first 2 weeks, you know, when you're learning something new and you get to that pain point where you just want to give up, and your brain is just, and now I just go in there and I go, oh yeah, do that, move that around. And it's just so much easier. Yeah, I love it.
So much easier than hiring someone to do it for you each time, right?
and then they don't know. Yeah, they don't know
having
you.
To explain to them, this is what I want, this is how I want it.
Yeah.
And they just don't get it. Yep.
None of that. And obviously, you got to look at the cultural difference. If you go offshore and get someone who doesn't know your business, is not heart-centered. I mean, I think that's the other thing about you, which was obviously the draw card for me was, you know, I looked at your website and what you do before I said yes to I did, because when I knew I was doing your webinar, I went and looked at your website, and I went, she works with women entrepreneurs. This, you know and understand us and where we're coming from. And I think that's so important, to be able to get that message across in that heart-centered way. So, yeah, it was good.
I remember you were amongst the first people to sign up.
Oh, yeah, I was like, bang.
Yeah, as soon as I finished the webinar, I don't think you even looked at the sales page. You just
No, I didn't. You said the VIP package, and I went, and I rang Divi and said, I'm cancelling my. No, you told me I could cancel my Divi membership because I could just use your one, and I went, this is amazing. It was like the universe just provided. It was phenomenal.
Absolutely. Okay, Sonja, you've done other online courses and programs before. How was this one different?
The support and the accountability you wrote out. You were like, where are your web pages? Where are your contact pages? Where's this page? And I'm going, we're not slacking off here, are we? And just so much content and so much. I'm really renowned for signing up to a lot of courses, and then I don't do them. It's probably one of my things that I'm a bit slack at. But this one was just, I think, because I knew that what I was getting was such content-rich information. Your knowledge was phenomenal. I couldn't believe just what you know in terms of being able to set up a website, and your support, and just the fact that you were just so accessible to us. You know, I'm thinking of the time difference, right? And I remember one day, actually, I was online and you messaged me at 5 a.m. I went, what are you? And I said to you, Risha, what are you doing up so early? You're like, I've got stuff to do. And I'm like, this is amazing. But you're always available to us. And I could tell your passion and your enthusiasm for what you do. So I'm on board. I just knew I had to do this.
Thank you. I was going to ask you, the next question is, how did you feel about sport? But you've already covered that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this instead. How do you feel about all the bonuses we had in there?
Wow. I mean, that's the thing in itself. The Divi theme in itself, which was part of the VIP, was the package paid for in my view. Because, you know, that's... I've even just like looking at, you know, how you know, the bloom and then the acuity and showing us how to set up the acuity and everything like that, and all the extra stuff, you know, the WordPress, the final sort of look, you know, tidying up and everything, all those extra videos you've put in there. Because what blew me away is we had the main videos, and then we had the support through the webinar. So we, you know, the VIP package, we got your support, 2 sessions of that. You know, that in itself is just such good value. And then we've got all the extra videos that you did on the end of it. So it was just, I mean, I'm just up to my second to last video about how to set up the pages. Now I still haven't looked at some of the extra pages yet. And then they got the calls as well. So it's just content rich. It's just, mind blowing really. There was no sort of, you weren't really left guessing.
Okay. So there was, for the people who are thinking about signing up, who would you recommend it to and why? Who would you recommend the bootcamp to?
Okay, so I'd recommend it to people who, I mean, I've been in my business a little while now, but I think even if you're new to your business, because of that first video, if you're going to do it, you must do the VIP if you're new to business, because you do that discovery call where we hone in on our ideal client. And that in itself is just, oh my gosh, people pay thousands to have a coach them through a session like that, you know. So of course do that. So it's for anyone who's new in business, people that don't even know where to start with a website. And I notice a lot of people, you know, they want to use Squarespace or they want to do Wix or those Weebly, and I just say, seriously, WordPress, you just can't beat it. So if you are either thinking about getting a new website, or you've already got a WordPress website and it's hosted on WordPress, but you know, anything like that, but you want to shift it across, or even if you've got budget restraints, or you're a creative person that wants to be involved in your own creation of your own website so that it's really part of who you are, then you know. And also if you want it done, if you've got the time and you can get it out in 4 weeks, do the course, because most people that do a web design for you, it will take them longer than 4 weeks to do it for you. I've tried, not necessarily you, because I've seen how quickly you bang out one. My God, I'm going to do a website for a client, and 4 days later, website's finished, and I'm going, oh my gosh, this woman's just incredible.
It's still not technically finished. I need to polish it up. But again, I did that. I showed you guys that on the bootcamp to show you how once you know the tools and once you are clear about what you want to do, what you want to showcase on the website, it is easy to put it together.
It is.
But the main thing is clarity and then the tools. Once you have that in place, it's all easier. And I have been working with that client behind the scenes over the previous 3 weeks to get them clear on their copy and their identity and those kind of things. So
great.
If you guys saw the 1 week that the website, the front end of the website came together, you didn't see the 3 weeks back end work to get the copy up. Same structure as bootcamp. We spend more time on the back end, getting the copy, getting the photos, getting the branding right.
Yeah, which is what we do in the
exact
bootcamp.
Same structure as bootcamp. Okay.
Yeah, brilliant.
But I worked with her one-on-one behind the scenes, and you guys just got to see the last week of when I was actually creating the pages.
Yeah. And I think that's the other thing too that I'd add is really brilliant how you gave us different examples of websites that you've created and other ones that you didn't even build. So we got to see some really beautiful websites, and then the calls, the live calls were so useful to go and see what other, you know, what mistakes we're making, look at other people's websites and say, okay, you know, do it like that, don't do it like that. And just that, all that clarity as well is just so invaluable for the experience, you know, and feeling like you're not on your own. So if someone's sitting there having a total meltdown about their color scheme or something, I can't get this to work, and you're going, so I'm not a complete pleb. I do know how to, you know.
Absolutely. And I think as solopreneurs working online, our work can be quite isolating.
Yes.
Right? You are behind a computer the whole day and working in isolation, and there's no one. I also pretty much live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
I mean, it's on the edge of a very populous city, but it's still, I still feel isolated. And that's why I ran this as a bootcamp. I could have very easily sent this out as videos and a self-study course. but then it would lack the one-on-one connection as well as the group effort. And I think as women, I strongly believe that as women, we work better in a community when we have that support, when we have other people to bounce ideas off.
Yeah.
And when we can see that we are not alone, we are not the only ones struggling with this issue. There is, this person on the other end of the world, 12 hours across with a 12-hour time zone difference is going through the same kind of struggles that I am.
Yeah.
And learning from each other, because what I also loved about the group of women that came together is that you all supported each other. And I felt really, really happy when I woke up in the morning and there were 50 notifications on Facebook group. But as I go to them and I see that, someone else from the group has piped in and replied to a comment or given that feedback or helped someone else, that sense of community, that sense of belonging, I think is priceless. I'm really, really thrilled with how that came together.
And the other thing I was going to add too, which I just thought of then when you're saying that about the support, was it really helped us to get out and be seen and start to get comfortable with exposing ourselves, because I have looked at other websites and there aren't hardly any photos of the person on their website, and yet you bring your personality to the website, and it is getting out of your comfort zone. And that was a conversation that was had a few times, and you did really support us and ask those quite hard-hitting questions. Who's still hiding here? Because I think people thought, I'm just going to design a website, and that's no, this is about you getting your message across, about getting you out there to the world. And it is, for some people it was quite, but it was done in a supportive way so that we could get ourselves out there and feel,
it's
that we could
never
do
just about the website, right? It's not about just the website. There is so much else behind the scenes, and that's what I want to highlight. You remember the pizza rule? I've spoken about it often.
Yeah.
What do you do when you have a 5-year-old throwing a tantrum for pizza and he's had pizza every single day for the last week? What do? You still have to give him pizza, but you have to add on the vegetables, add on the toppings. Same thing with your ideal clients.
Yeah.
They want what they want right now, and you have to package it and give it to them in a way that feels comfortable for them.
Yeah.
And that's what I did for you guys. All of you needed that support and that coaching to step up and be visible, but I don't think any of you would have signed up for a visibility boot camp.
No. We would have been running a mile.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you signed up for a website boot camp because, yes, the website is the face of your business on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And through the process of the website boot camp, what I did was I helped you all get visible.
Yeah. And it was so beautiful to see the photos and some of the women coming out with their beautiful new photos and their beautiful colour changes, and seeing them how happy they were with the results. And I tell you what, one of the best things I got from that whole experience is learning that there's a selfie timer on your bloody mobile phone. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could put a selfie timer. That changed my life. It was just, I got my money's worth.
Absolutely. Damn, it wasn't DV or learning copywriting. What was the best part of it?
No, there was so much. I can't even pinpoint. There was so many good things, like the clarity of my clients for this round of the website and everything was just phenomenal. Yeah. And the fact that I've still got the modules there now to go back and go over again if I've got any questions or I need some more clarity. So yeah, it's awesome. And the group, I love the Facebook group. Yeah, everyone was really supportive. And finding out about there's some other practitioner in New Zealand that we do a similar, like we're trained in similar modalities, and she's in New Zealand as well. So that was really nice. And then seeing a UK practitioner, I thought, I recognise you from another group. So it was just really nice to sort of, yeah,
to get to know other people who are doing similar work.
Yeah,
because again, we live in our cocooned shells, and though we are all over the internet, in Facebook groups, etc., those environments can tend to be competitive. And instead here, we're all of you supporting each other, learning and growing together.
Yeah, it was awesome. I feel very blessed.
Thank you. Anything else you'd like to add about the bootcamp?
I think I've pretty much covered everything, but if anyone's sort of at that stage where they don't like their website, but they do want to have a hand in the creation of it, and also that's the other thing, there really isn't anything like this out there. I saw someone post something about a one day something or other, but you know, you wouldn't learn enough in a day just wouldn't be enough time. So this is structured. You can work at your own pace if you need to. So if you are at that stage where you do want to have a real hand in it, and I just can't recommend WordPress enough. Don't even think about those other
WordPress plus Divi. WordPress plus Divi.
WordPress plus Divi. You're right.
Because if Divi weren't there, I tried to make the first round of bootcamp be theme agnostic, as in it shouldn't matter what theme, but the kind of things that Divi lets you do, with the ease with which Divi lets you do that, I haven't seen any other theme that lets you do that. There are quite a few other builder competing themes, but none of them is as easy as Divi, and that's why I use Divi for this bootcamp. I think by the end of the bootcamp, when we started, only half of the women were on Divi, but by the end of it, almost everyone was on Divi because they saw the ease with which Divi lets you create such beautiful sites and backgrounds and call to action buttons, and how smooth it makes the entire process. As compared to any other website, any other theme where you'd require like 20 different plugins to achieve the same functionality that Divi does.
And that's what I actually said to someone the other day, because I did post a question at a forum where I'm thinking about building my website. I'm going to go to Squarespace. And I said, depends how big you want to grow your business, but plugins alone, like the functionality, you just want a website that can handle the traffic and everything.
Easy. You want
and easy.
Your time should be spent on building your client list. It should be spent on growing your business, not struggling with Squarespace or plugins or anything else with the tech. You don't want to struggle with the tech. The tech should be easy. And that's what this bootcamp does for you. It tells you exactly the parts of the tech that you need to know and nothing that you don't need to know. I could go into a lot of detail about WordPress or about the million other plugins or about Divi or about the other tools, right? But that's not the point of this bootcamp, to teach you everything about tech. It's to teach you the relevant parts that you need for your business, nothing more, nothing less, so that you can focus on actually building your business.
That's the one. Yeah, and that's the thing now. I just can't wait for this to go live now. So Friday's the day.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to it. I love the way your website has come up. I really love it.
I'm pleased with it too. Really am. I'm like, I did that.
Love it, Sonja. Okay, anything else you'd like to add? Else let's wrap this up.
Just thank you. I want to thank you so much for your support and your patience. I know there's a few times you could just see you go, that button there, and we're all, but by the end of it, I think we're all getting the hang of it. But your knowledge and support, and for being so creative and being so thorough for us, so that really there was no real leaf left unturned. By the end of it, we've got enough to get a fully functioning website out there with a booking system and everything in place, payment system, you name it. So thank you for that. Thank you for that opportunity. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you, Sonja. Thanks for joining me for this call. Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye.